Alright, back with another decode. It's going to be on an Ethiopian emperor, whose name I'm not going to even try to pronounce, but is this guy, you can look him up for yourself. I will try to pronounce it. Let's see. Halie I can't. No. No, I'm not even going to try. But, is he a descendant of Christ? It's rumored that he was, um, a part of the King Solomon bloodline, and obviously King Solomon traces back to Jesus Christ. Yeah, so let's just get into it. So this emperor was coronated on the day leaving 59 days in the year. So we're going to start off by exposing this race ritual. 59 is associated with black people. There are many examples of this. But yeah, he was coronated on the day leaving 59 days in the year, and was believed by some to be the reincarnation of the Rastafarian god Jah. Rasta equals 59, as well as Rastafarianism. Rastafarianism equals 59. And along with Negro and slave, those words both equal 59 as well. In addition, it has been, like I said, that this king's bloodline goes back to King Solomon and Jesus. But King Solomon, an essential figure in Freemasonry, who, according to Google, died at age 58 or 59. Well, that's because Freemasonry equals 58 and 59. Um, and of course, Jesus was called the King of Kings. King of Kings, a phrase equating to 58 and 59 as well. To continue, this emperor was coronated 131 days after modern Freemasonry's birthday. 131 is the 32nd prime number. Solomon equals 32. Of course, Solomon, a descendant of Christ. Christ also equals 32. And if you don't already know, Jesus is the personification of the Son. Not going to explain it, but if you know, you know. And this is why the Society of Jesus has 32 sun rays on their logo. And Sol was an ancient Roman sun god. You know, you see the correlation. Solomon. And, of course, Solomon is synonymous with Jerusalem and biblical. Jerusalem and biblical, two more words that equal 32. Also, and interestingly, the phrase Sun King equals 32. All this connects to uh, this emperor's coronation. And what do you see in coronation? Corona. The corona, the outermost layer of the sun's atmosphere. And corona is Latin for crown. I didn't explain this, but the crown chakra, symbolizes. So you got 7 chakras in the human body. So it said crown chakra is the top one, symbolizing the highest. You reach that, you open that up. That's the highest degree of enlightenment. And to move on, this emperor was overthrown in 1974 of all years. 74 connects to Jesus Christ. This emperor's full name as a child, he was called this. I guess this, his real name, like before he was crowned or whatever. But yeah, this name of his equals 74. Yeah, it was the name of this emperor as a child, and the first part of his name means child, literally. So, and is used. So this word here is used to indicate that a youth is of noble blood. So just falling into the rumors that he was a descendant of God, essentially. Of course, Jesus, like I said, is called the King, the true King, whatever, King of Kings. But the phrase "the King" also equals 74. And there are many other 74 connections with Jesus that I could add, but I've already done that plenty in the past. So if you want more, just look through my Jesus Christ code label on my blog. That's all you gotta do. But for one more, the phrase Black Christ equals 74. And if Jesus really did exist, then he was most likely black. You have all these Christ rituals. Now there's Christ rituals with white guys, but it's mostly black men. It's mostly black men. And the Bible describes Jesus as having hair of wool, bronze feet. Very interesting, playing into what I'm saying. But yeah, I do think if Jesus, did actually exist and isn't just a metaphor, personification, or not a metaphor, like a personification of the sun and a story, but like many meanings, like a figure of speech, pretty much like many meanings, and all his stories and stuff like that. If he was literal, he was black. This emperor was coronated 102 days after his birthday. Um, and the hard R word and slavery both equal 102. Uh, this is another number associated with black people. Um, the Civil War that was supposedly all about slavery, or all over slavery, started on the, I believe it either wait did it either started or ended on the 102nd day of the year. Hold on, let me see. Civil War. It began on the 102nd day of the year. All right, so in addition to this Black Christ thing to further support this, it's Daniel uh, chapter 10, verse 6 that describes Jesus by saying his arms and legs like the beam of burnished bronze. I just got I just quoted a part of that verse. There's more to it, but I just got the part that you know is helping make my point here. So but yes, I think in Revelation it also talks about how Jesus has hair of wool and bronze feet. But and maybe other parts. I think those are only two I know. Yeah, those are only two that I know of. Can't think of any more right now. Um, but yeah, I mean the chances though, because I know it doesn't describe him often like that in the Bible. So it's like you gotta like run the probability on that. Daniel chapter 10 verse 6, and it says this. And when you know gematria, this is like pretty wild. It's black equals 106, Black Christ equals 106, and 9/11 is a span of 106 days before Christmas. And this is significant because 9/11 is believed by some to be the real birthday of Christ. Like Coptic Christians believe that 9/11 is the real birthday of Christ. And the Coptic religious belief originated came from Egypt, where there's a bunch of black gods, but specifically Osiris, and Osiris has that connection, that December 25th birthday, so it's said too, so it's like. And then I just found this out too, that in Sanskrit, Krishna, Christ, Krishna, Krishna means black, dark, dark blue, and then it says they all attractive. But, black and dark. Really? Um, and I think he's even been depicted as such, but they don't show that often. They only show the blue, really the blue avatar of him or whatever, the pale one. And then um, according to this site, Atlanta Black Star, um, funny enough, talks about 5 black gods whitewashed in recent history, and it shows this is like the only picture I can find of. Apparently, this is of Krishna, um, as a black avatar. Yeah, just kind of interesting. And Krishna, another um, god with that December 25th birthday. See. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.